In the late 19th century, this was the domain of Okonkwo, a man who clawed his way to greatness from absolute nothingness. Driven by a deep-seated shame of his father, Onoka, a gentle, flute-playing man remembered only for his debts and idleness, Okonkwo swore to be everything his father was not. Through sheer brute force and relentless courage, he became a celebrated wrestling champion, a wealthy yam farmer, and a feared leader in his village. But beneath the veneer of his fierce success, a quiet darkness festered. Okonkwo's crippling fear of failure and weakness hardened his heart, turning him into a volatile tyrant within his own compound. Umuofia, too, was unyielding, bound by strict traditional laws.
This gourd is a symbol of our strength. Take it.
I will, Father.
Guard it well.
One such law brought Ikomofuna, a young hostage from a neighboring clan, into Okonkwo's home. For 3 years, the boy became like a son to him. Yet, when the oracle decreed that Ikomofuna must be sacrificed, Okonkwo dealt the fatal blow himself, terrified that his peers might think him weak. It was a choice that fractured his soul, casting a heavy, unshakable shadow of guilt over his life. The Earth Goddess was not done with him. Tragedy struck again during a chaotic funeral celebration when Okonkwo's gun accidentally exploded, killing a clansman. For this inadvertent crime, traditional law demanded severe punishment. The proud, fiercely masculine warrior was stripped of his titles and exiled with his family to his mother's ancestral village for 7 long years. During his bitter exile, the world outside began to shift irreversibly.
This land and its people are now under our protection. You will follow our ways.
White missionaries infiltrated the surrounding lands, preaching of a single, all-loving God, a message that threatened to unravel the complex tapestry of Umuofia's ancient deities and social hierarchy. They didn't just build churches, they welcomed the outcast, the marginalized, and eventually, Okonkwo's own eldest son, Nwoi.
Children, this is a sacred place of learning. You must listen and learn well. Do you understand?
Okonkwo watched from afar, consumed by a raging contempt. To him, this new religion was a disease destroying the very foundation of his identity. When his 7 years of exile finally ended, Okonkwo returned to an unrecognizable Umuofia. The village was deeply divided, its heart infected by the colonizers' new government and courts. Okonkwo's tragedy rapidly became the tragedy of his entire culture.
Forward, my brothers! We march and shall stand in our way!
Desperate to salvage the old ways, he tried to incite his people to war, drawing his machete and striking down a colonial court messenger in a final act of roaring defiance. But as the messenger fell, Okonkwo looked to his clan, and was met only with shocked silence. In that devastating moment, he realized Umuofia would not fight. The old ways had crumbled. A man whose entire existence was defined by tradition and strength, Okonkwo chose to end his life by his own hand rather than submit to the white man's law. It was an act considered a profound abomination by the very culture he fought to protect, leaving him an outcast in death.